What's going on, people, and welcome to Mad About Football. My name is Bas, and joining me today is Kamal. How you going, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. I hope everyone out there is doing good, keeping safe, washing those hands, and being corona-free.
Yes,
unlike my good friend here. How you feeling, man?
I'm okay. I'm getting better. I don't have coronavirus. Relax. I have the common flu.
Yes. Okay. The common flu. Sure. Yes. Tell yourself that.
Okay.
We're here today to give you our predictions for game week 28 of the Premier League. So We're going to switch over now to our predictions page. And there we go. Sound effects. The first game we have is Newcastle United versus Aston Villa at St. James's Park. Both teams really struggling for form at the moment. What do you reckon?
Yes. I'm just trying to see if Grealish is still out injured. You know what I mean?
Well, Aston Villa has 7 players injured. Grealish is still out until the 21st of March.
Yes. Ooh.
Matty Cash could be coming back. He's doubtful as well. Bertrand Traore is doubtful.
Fuck, St. Maximan is out for Newcastle, huh?
Well, again, Jesus.
St. Maximan, groin injury, early April. Callum Wilson, early April.
Yeah.
So both teams struggling with injuries, right?
Even Miguel Almiron is also out until early April as well.
Newcastle need whatever points they can, because they're 1 point behind. They've got a game in hand, but they're 1 point behind Fulham.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
So it's a close one.
Very dangerous waters. But Fulham's playing against Manchester City, so you could expect Fulham to lose this. Maybe.
You never know. Fulham beats Liverpool, which could give them confidence.
Yeah.
And then all they could do is sit back, and even a point they'd be buzzing.
Yeah, but Manchester City, they thrashed us by like 3 goals, man. It was 4-1, you know?
Yeah.
You'd expect City to dominate this game and this...
We'll get to it.
Finish them, yeah.
I think Villa will still be too strong for Newcastle. I don't see anyone who can really make an attacking presence for Newcastle.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like I don't see anyone who can
provide
that threat. Right?
Yeah.
They got Maximan out.
Callum Wilson's out. Almiron is out.
Exactly, right? Who's going to do it for you?
Yeah.
Who's going to do it for you? Even though and Aston Villa still, even without Grealish, they still have attacking people. They still have Ollie Watkins. They still have Ross Barkley. They still have all this. So that's why I think Aston Villa will take this, and I think they'll go 2-0 to Aston Villa.
2-0?
I'm going to 2-0 Aston Villa win.
2-0 Aston Villa win. Let me go bold on that one. And I'll color it in black. You like black? Black.
Yeah, I'm black.
No worries, bro. Yeah, man, I have to agree with you there. I think Newcastle has run out of all attacking options, especially with their main players out injured in Callum Wilson and St. Maximin. I don't really see them finding goals. Maybe Andy Carroll might come up with a,
Maybe Joe Linton. They do have Joe Linton.
But it's very highly doubtful that either of them are going to score a goal in this one, to be honest. So I do feel like Aston Villa is also missing out on a couple of attacking players themselves in Bertrand Traore and, of course, Grealish. Also, Matty Cash is out also as well, but he could be doubtful, so he could be coming back for this game.
Yep.
But I'm going for Aston Villa win. I feel Aston Villa will be just a little bit too strong for Newcastle. I'm going to say 1-0. I'm going to go 1-0 Aston Villa.
Yeah.
They're also been struggling for form as well. Aston Villa have won once in their last 5 games, and that was against Leeds United, which they were lucky to win, pretty much. Yeah.
Yep.
Move on.
Okay. Yes, we'll move on to Leeds United versus Chelsea. So this will be a big game.
It should be a big game. I think this will be a huge test for Thomas Tuchel.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, we know how we thought that the Liverpool game will be a big test for Thomas Tuchel, but Liverpool have dropped their heads, and 6 games losing streak at home as well has pretty much just demolished their confidence in going forward into any game these days, especially now losing to Fulham. So for me, the way Leeds have been playing is going to be very, very tough for Chelsea.
Well, I'll give you some stats, which I think is weird. Leeds have lost just one of their last 9 Premier League home games against Chelsea. Won 5, drawn 3, with their first such meeting since a 1-1 draw in December 2003. And I'll give you a Chelsea stat. Chelsea has lost to a promoted club in each of their last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago they lost to Newcastle. Last year they lost to. 3 years ago they lost to Newcastle. The year after that they lost to Wolves. Last year they lost to Sheffield. So it's on the cards they lose to Leeds. But to be honest, I think this Tuchel team is. I think they won't lose to this Leeds team. I think this Leeds team they don't really have a plan B. It's usually attack, yeah. And then they don't know what to do if they can't score, right?
Liverpool's been the same as well. They don't have a plan B. They just want to attack.
Yep.
And when they don't score, they don't know what to do.
Right. And I think this Leeds team, when they're attacking, they seem to forget to defend also.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. Which they could be very vulnerable. They can be very vulnerable.
And it's cost them multiple times this season.
Yeah,
it's cost them a lot.
But look at their squad.
Yeah, I know that.
Their squad they're not Premier League players, bro. They're all young. Apart from Rafinha, maybe everyone else is like a championship player. They got Bamford up front.
Yeah, nah.
Bamford's never played in the Premier League.
I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Chelsea win. I think yes, Leeds are good enough to score, but I think the way Chelsea have been playing recently, especially with Tuchel, the way he wants to play, I think they'll be too good for Leeds.
I do think Chelsea's defense has become very well organized under Tuchel.
Yeah, Christensen, the resurgence of form all of a sudden.
With Rudiger, Alonso, even Azpilicueta.
Well, Azpilicueta was playing anyway. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but under Lampard, he wasn't playing much. Lampard preferred to play with Reece James instead of Azpilicueta.
Yeah, because they were all young kids.
Yeah. So going into this, I think it'll be a draw, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Because I can't see Chelsea losing.
I can't see Chelsea losing either.
But at the same time, I can see Leeds United scoring. So it could be a draw. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Okay. On to the next one, which is Crystal Palace versus West Bromwich Albion at Selhurst Park. Again, both teams trying to find good form. Crystal Palace only winning once in their last 5 games, losing twice and drawing twice. And their last win came from Brighton. Wow, their last win came from the 22nd of February against Brighton. Yeah, so it was about 4 weeks ago.
Both teams struggling with form. Yeah. Zaha is back. He's back, which is a big boost for
It'll be huge, a huge
Crystal
boost for
Palace.
Crystal Palace. Yeah, but
Um,
they still have 8 players out injured, including Nathaniel Klein is out till early April. They're still without Mitchell. They're still without Sacco. They're still without a lot of their defenders, really.
yeah,
Who they're playing against? Oh, West Brom.
West Brom, yes.
West Brom. Can't find them. Are they even on here? I think West Brom's going into this with a full strength squad.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't have any injuries or suspensions going into this game.
Nice. It's good for them because they need it.
They definitely need any points that they can get.
Any points they can get, honestly, because I still think that Crystal Palace will be too strong for them. I think that I think with Zaha, it's just they're a whole different
team with Zaha.
A whole different team with Zaha. You know what I mean?
I just want to add. Interestingly enough, both teams are of course they're struggling for form, and both teams have only had one win in the last 5 games, and that win is from Brighton.
Both of them.
Both West Brom and Crystal Palace have had one win in the last 5 games, and that win is from Brighton. West Brom beat Brighton on the 27th of February, 1-0, and Crystal Palace played Brighton the week prior, and they beat them 2-1.
Yes, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Crystal Palace win. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Crystal Palace win because I think Crystal Palace will be too strong for this West Brom team.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, this West Brom team is just really struggling at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I'm going. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go against you there, and I'm gonna go for a West Brom win.
Not bad.
Because I don't really know. I'm going for a West Brom win. 1-0. Count the baggies. Okay. Next one is Everton versus Burnley. Burnley haven't won any games in the last 5. Everton coming off a loss against a good Chelsea team.
Yeah, but I think it was just and Everton have been in good form, 3 wins, 2 losses in their last 5.
Yeah, they beat us 2-0. They beat Southampton 1-0, and I think they beat West Brom as well by 1-0 as well. Burnley,
as much as I like Burnley, I think this Everton squad will be too good for them. I think it's at Everton as well. It's at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
I think even though Burnley could take something, but I don't see it really happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either. I have to agree with you.
I don't see it happening. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Everton win.
3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I copy and paste the 2 and just add a 3.
Okay, sweet. 2-0?
No, 3-0.
3-0. All right.
3-0, my friend.
3-0. I have to agree with you there. Even though Sean Dyche has done very, very well to turn things around.
But as long it doesn't really matter, you get what I mean? Because
Burnley should be safe now.
Stay up.
I think they'll be safe.
I reckon they'll be safe too.
They were dead bottom at one stage, and now they find themselves at 15th. 3 points behind Southampton. Can't get any better than that. So I'm going for an Everton win as well. Just I don't know how many goals will be scored. I'm going to have 2-1. 2-1 to Everton. Imagine that. Richarlison scores again. I hate Richarlison. That fucking cunt. Okay, on to the next one. Fulham versus the league leaders, Manchester City.
Oh, this will be a good game, attacking game between both teams.
I feel Fulham will sit back in this game.
Well, yeah, of course. Look who they're playing. You get what I mean?
I feel like they're gonna play the way they play against Liverpool, where they will sit back most of the time and let Man City have the ball.
They came against Liverpool in the first half.
They
gave it to them.
In the first half, they did.
They scored and they were like, all right, cool, sit back, park the bus and protect
that's
the
what
lead.
happened.
You get what I mean?
That's what happened.
Which is normal. But again, this Man City team has been too dominant this season, even though they did have a little hiccup against Manchester United. But still, you know, that's what happens when you...
I love the memes that came out of that when that happened.
Oh, mate, I love it. I love that Pep was sitting on his chair and he's just like this. He's like this. So like, baby-faced assassin, mate. Right.
Enjoy
I
it,
do
man.
think
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I will. 100%. I'm taking it. I don't care. This team will go win on to the league and then we'll be like, this team's only lost 3 times.
Yeah.
They've only lost 3 games. Who'd they lose? Who'd City lose these 3 games to?
Manchester United,
Spurs, and someone else. I can't remember. Leicester.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one of the 3. Let's go. I will say, I do think Man City will be too dominant. I think they'll just run circles around this Fulham team. Unfortunately, even though they did beat Liverpool, and you think confidence, will boost them. But again, Man City are a different animal. You know what I mean?
100%,
And I'm gonna go for a big prediction. I'm gonna go for a 4-1 City win. And I'm giving them a goal. I'm giving Fulham a goal because City have been leaky in the past 2 games. They've conceded 4.
Yeah,
against Southampton. They hadn't conceded in like 18 games. You get what I mean?
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Even though they've been leaky, I still feel that they will keep a clean sheet against Fulham.
I will tell you this. Manchester City have won their last 6 meetings with Fulham in all competitions by an aggregate score of 18-0.
What?
So
that's ridiculous.
So Fulham try and score a goal at least, please.
I wanna ask you, do you reckon this is Pep's ever best team or best team ever?
I don't think so, because remember the 100-point squad he had the other season, not like 3 years ago, where they
2017, 2018.
I think so, yeah.
Where they had Vincent Kompany.
No. It was 2016, 2017.
Okay,
because 2018, 19, they won it. 2019, 20, you won it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2016,
where they had
2017?
Where they got the 100 points,
Yeah.
They were just dominating everybody. They were just playing like it was casual fun. That was a very dominant City team, right?
That's true.
And honestly,
but do you reckon this team could go far in the Champions League and rival one of Pep's Barcelona teams?
People, like when I talk with like my mates at like soccer, and they're like, "Oh, who do you think can win the Champions League?" And I always say Bayern. Bayern could win it easily.
Yeah.
But if Pep keeps his team healthy and playing the way they are, why can't City win it also? You get what I mean?
True.
Why can't? Because they've got I think it's a 2-0 aggregate lead in their game so far.
Who they're playing it? Isn't it like they're playing like Atlanta or something?
Gladbach.
Oh yeah, Gladbach. Yeah.
They've got a 2-0 aggregate lead, right?
Fair
so
enough.
They'll most likely be through on that, right? So why not? Why can't they go to the finals? You get what I mean?
True.
So
Very true.
I reckon I reckon they could. I reckon they could go far because remember they're still in all competitions: FA Cup, Carabao final. They're probably going to win the Premier League.
Yeah.
Carabao.
Yeah,
So yeah. I go 4-1 City.
I'm gonna go for a 3-0 Manchester City win. Just that I see him keeping a clean sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they'll score 3 goals. Easy as that. Okay, on to the next one, which is Leicester City versus Sheffield
Hey, bro,
United.
you're missing a game, bro.
I'm missing a game.
You're missing Southampton versus Brighton.
Am I?
Wow.
Whoops. Okay. Okay. Am I missing Southampton versus? I am too missing Southampton versus Brighton. Yes. How do I do that now?
Maybe we'll just add it. We'll talk about it and then add it at the bottom under Liverpool and Wolves.
Southampton.
You know what I mean?
Man, this is okay.
Technical.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just continue on. Fuck it. Because it's just there. I can see it.
Sorry
Like it's
to
there.
tell you, bro. Sorry to tell you, bro. But
It's okay. Okay. I got it. So we'll add it in the end. Huh? There we go.
far out, man.
You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm just struggling. Sorry, it's funny when I laugh. I'm like, comes out. You know what I mean?
All right. I'm gonna add it. I've added in last. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Both teams. Brighton been very, very unlucky of late.
Yeah. It's just that they're missing a good striker. They don't have a good striker.
Yeah,
No.
you can't rely on Mopay.
Well, Welbeck. You can't rely on Welbeck either.
Yeah, exactly. And it's costing them because now, even though they do have a game in hand, they're level in points with Fulham in relegation. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Southampton have been struggling as well, man. Like ever since it was the United pumping, or even before that, they were struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll add this in.
Oh, and as well, Southampton
Ah.
are only 7 points away from relegation.
Who?
You know, Southampton.
Yeah, they're not playing the best either. They've been very, very.
And you got to think about it. At one point in the season, they were top of the table.
They were. I remember that. Yeah,
they were top of the table. You got to think about that, bro.
I do remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I will say that I don't know. This game will be tough to decide. You get what I mean? I don't really see a clear winner.
I think it'll be a draw, to be honest. I'm going for a draw in
Yeah,
this game.
I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I'll give it a 2-2 draw.
2-2? No worries.
Yeah, my dude.
2-2 draw for Kamal. I feel like it's going to be a draw as well. Or can Southampton clinch a victory here? You know what? I'm going 2-1 Southampton.
2-1 Southampton, not bad.
I do feel like they got some players like Che Adams has been in good form. Same as Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has been scoring too, even though they've come from penalties. But, you know, a goal's a goal. Okay, moving on now to the next game is Leicester City versus Sheffield United. Earth to Kamal.
Sorry, yes, I was zoned out. So Leicester City versus Sheffield. Sheffield United all but certainly going down. You know, good riddance.
You know, don't underestimate Sheffield. I reckon.
No, stuff
you know
Sheffield.
I mean?
Sheffield, you're gone, mate. Stuff yards.
Yeah, they could beat Leicester the way they beat yous.
I wouldn't be talking fucking 4 out of 5 games you lost. Shush.
Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. This,
Let's
you know,
between us
we won
and
it
you.
last season. We thought we'll let all the small teams have it this season.
All right, bro. We're 11 points. The difference between United and
Great.
Liverpool. You know that? 11
Mate,
points.
Is a 14 points different from Manchester City, so I don't really care.
But
As
still-
long as you guys don't win it, I could not care less.
We're not going to win it. Yeah, nah. I do. Leicester City still have that massive injury list as well?
Yeah, they do.
Because I know they were really struggling with injuries. Like
Yeah.
they don't have the depth.
Harvey Barnes is
Like-
out until April, late April. Dennis
Wow.
Praet is out until early April. Cengiz Under is out till the 21st of March. Ayoze Perez is doubtful. Johnny Evans is doubtful. James
Madison's
Justin
out.
is out. Madison's out. And yeah, so they got a bit of a long injury list.
But I still think they'll be too strong for this Leicester team, for the
Sheffield.
Sheffield team.
Sheffield.
I still think so. As much as I do need Leicester to drop points,
Yeah,
and I want them to drop points,
but you hate Sheffield.
I don't think it'll be against this Sheffield. You know, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester win.
No worries. Yeah, I feel you. I reckon too. I reckon as well. Look, as long as Leicester has Jamie Vardy, they'll find the back of the net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Sheffield United's going through somewhat of an injury crisis of their own.
Yeah, but I feel like they've been doing it the whole season.
They
They've
have.
been struggling with injuries. Yeah.
They have.
That's what really cost them this season. They're just injuries.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll be back. They'll be back in the Premier League. I reckon they'll do good in the Championship next season. But hey, see you, mate.
We'll see what happens. I feel the same too. Yeah, I reckon Leicester will win 2-1 as well. You know what? 2-0. Only because I like Schmeichel.
Schmeichel. I like Schmeichel. Man, and I'm looking. I know there's a different related thing, but I'm looking at the EFL Championship and seeing who's going to come up and whatnot. And
What do you reckon?
it's looking like it's Norwich City are sitting top, 10-point gap. They're
Pooty's
most
back.
likely. Yeah. Well, he's guiding them.
Yeah.
He's guiding 20 goals. 20
Yeah.
goals.
Well, that's what happened in this season before they came to the Premier League. Pookie was top goal scorer in the Championship.
So it's usually the first 2 go up and then the 4 play in that playoff spot.
Yeah.
So it's looking close because you've got Brentford, Swansea, and Watford
Yeah.
all on 66 points.
Wow.
So, 2 teams Watford got relegated last season and they
Yeah.
look like they could be coming back up again.
Yeah.
So, good on them. So yeah.
All right. On to the next one, which is our Mad About Football's match day of the week.
Yes.
It's the London Derby. Arsenal
is a
versus
big
Tottenham
game.
Hotspur.
This is a big game, my friend.
Huge game.
Big game.
Huge game for both teams. Both teams do need the points to stay in a European contention, you could say.
Well, I wanted to ask you before anything.
Go for it.
So this game, if Spurs win, right? If Spurs win, do you think it kills off Arsenal's chances of finishing in the top half of the table?
Not top half of the table, but I think it kills off any chance of them qualifying for a European competition.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought too, because if they lose and results go against them, they could drop down to 12th.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Well,
Leeds beat.
Yeah, if Leeds do beat Chelsea,
Leeds beat Chelsea, Wolves beat Liverpool, which
Yeah.
are both like it
doable.
could happen.
It could happen.
Doable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you could see Arsenal in 12. You could.
Yeah.
But Arsenal still has a game in hand as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. As of recording this, both teams have won their first legs of the, is it 16?
Yeah, round 16
Europa.
of Europa, yeah.
Europa. Arsenal kept it late to beat Olympiacos
3-1.
and 3-1. And Ceballos gave away a goal again, just like Xhaka last week. So they're very, you know, they've been very questionable. And
yeah, very error-prone.
What I found real funny was Mikel Arteta said that, you know, you're going to realize what I'm doing at Arsenal. All of a sudden, we're going to go bang, you know, like bang. All of a sudden, his team's going to come out of nowhere.
Okay.
But in my head, I'm like,
How? Where?
Exactly? With what players? These players, the players you went 10 straight losses, almost 10 straight losses this season.
Look, they do have some players, like in Martinelli.
But I don't think this is a title contending squad.
It's not.
Nowhere near.
Look, he's relying on 19-year-olds to carry this team.
Yep.
He's relying on Saka. He's relying on Emil Smith-Rowe. He's relying on. Well, he hasn't really been playing Martinelli, and he's also relying on Willian, a 33-year-old who, in my opinion, has other aspirations other than football.
Yeah,
because now he wants to be like a restaurant manager or restaurant owner or whatever in London. This is the only reason why he's in London, because he's
he didn't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Right. Chelsea offered him a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
But he wanted 3. So he went to Arsenal in London. He didn't want to leave London because him and other Chelsea players own a restaurant.
Yeah, clearly. So he's got other goals going on other than football at the moment. So Willian's head's not really in the game. But he has been playing well, and he played well as well against Olympiacos.
Leicester?
Olympiacos.
I don't know.
He did play well against Olympiacos.
I fell asleep. I didn't really care about that game. I watched the United game, and I just went to bed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Spurs have been really good recently, though. Spurs, they've won 3 in a row. Bale has come in a resurgence of form. Dele Alli has come in a resurgence of form. Kane is just doing what Kane does best.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Spurs will take this. I think Spurs will take this. I think it'll be a feisty affair. This North London derby
always is.
They're always feisty, right?
Yeah. Give me a scoreline.
I don't know. Do I be cocky or do I go smart? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Spurs win.
3-1 Spurs win. At the Emirates. That will sting. That will sting the Arsenal fans big time.
My Arsenal fan TV afterwards, I'm telling you about that. Because if you got to think about it, right? When was it? It was I think 2 seasons ago or last season even. Arsenal scored, and then they do the same mistake they do.
Yeah.
They drop off, and then Heung Sung Min scored right after from a pass from, I think it was Luis or Guendouzi, whoever. But I think Arsenal get too comfortable when they score, right? I think Arsenal
Same
get
with
too
Tottenham as well. Tottenham too. Also, they get too comfortable when they
but that's
score.
Mourinho. I
Yeah.
reckon this is going to be another Mourinho masterclass. Because think about the last game they played, right? Min scored that belter of a goal, bro. That goal was crazy. Right? And then they sat back and Arsenal never had a plan B for Tottenham's defense. All they would do, hit the right, try to cross it in, hope someone gets it.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. But that was during the time where Arsenal was going through a very, very bad run of form.
Yep.
Now their form's improved, and they're up there with beating Big Six teams. Like they've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten Leicester, they beat you guys, and they drew against you guys.
Yeah, but you know, beating us isn't really much of a brag. You get what I mean?
Come on.
We struggle against Big Six teams, mate. And I don't ask Man City that, but still.
Yeah, like they've done well against the big six sides.
and yeah, but I think Mourinho will outclass Arteta.
Because
And
Mourinho
Arteta
likes
saying,
to do that,
all of a sudden we'll go bang and you'll see where we're going to come from. Like, mate, with what players? With what these players? I doubt it.
Oh, you say that, but I think it'll be a draw this game.
Yep.
I can't see a clear winner. I'm going for 1-1.
1-1?
1-1.
I think 1-1 will be a good result for. I think Spurs will take it, but I think Arsenal will want a win. They need a win.
Arsenal need a win. They need a win just so they can stay
in contention.
Yeah, in contention with the European place. Okay, like if they win this game, they go on to 41 points, which you can see them go 9th, depending on how other results go.
Yeah, and if they say they lose to Olympiacos, like Olympiacos scored 2-3 at Emirates to knock them out of Europa, right? Damn, no Europe for them at all. Yeah. You get what I mean? They're not going to go for the. You never know, but they're not going to win the league next year.
You never know. But it's doubtful, highly doubtful that Arsenal will win any sort of league in the next 2 or 3 years, even.
Yeah.
Well, both teams have only one player out. Arsenal's Emile Smith-Rowe is doubtful for this game. And Lo Celso has an injury. He's been injured for the whole season.
Lo Celso doesn't really play. So.
Yeah. All right. On to the next one, this is a big game. Manchester United versus West Ham United.
My boys.
Talk to me.
Man, we drew this morning against AC Milan, right? Harry Maguire missed a sitter.
I saw that.
Right. I don't think he expected Demirara to miss it, but still, it's a tap. You touch it and it's going in.
That's true. It hit the post.
Hit the post, the fucking slab-headed cunt. I don't know.
Dude. I think the thing is that I can't believe he's actually gonna go and play for England at the Euros. Put it that way.
But you got to think about it though. Still, he's been killing it lately though. Doesn't matter if he missed the goal. His job isn't to score. His job isn't to score.
Yeah, but when the opportunity comes to score,
you have to take it.
Exactly. You have to take it.
Right. You are right, but at the same time, there is the thing saying he's not a striker, he's a defender. But at the same time, my fucking 9-month-old son, all he needs to do is just touch it and it fucking rolls in, mate. A clear goal.
100%.
Right.
Dude, my 62-year-old mum will score that. Come on, man.
Yeah. But yeah, he's been very well for us in defense. He's been killing it for us in defense.
Lately, he has, yeah.
Yeah, but still, and we're coming off that big City win. You get what I mean? Which will massively boost our confidence.
But let's say if you're Gareth Southgate and you have to choose between, say, Michael Keane from Everton or Harry Maguire, who would you take?
Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Fuck
man, you're not biased.
Nah, fuck Michael Keane. Michael Keane used to play for United at one point.
Did he?
Fuck him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No.
I don't care.
You're thinking of Johnny Evans.
Yeah, true. Harry Maguire, 100%. I think we'll beat this West Ham team. I say that and watch the Lord Lingard get a fucking hat trick.
He can't. No, he can't play against his parent club.
Ha! Yes, let's go. I forgot that. Yes, cunt. Yes. Oh, he'd be fuming. They'd be fuming about that one because he'd been informed.
Yeah, he's in very good form. He scored
the last time we played
3 or 4 goals now in the last 4 games.
Yeah, 4 goals, 3 assists.
Very well done.
The last time we played this West Ham team, we beat them 3-2. You know, we came back. but I think we'll be too strong for this West Ham team. I'm going to go the same scoreline as last time. We're going to go for a 3-2 scoreline.
3-2 scoreline.
Yeah, man. I think, Ahmad Diallo got his goal, his senior goal.
Is that his first? Is that his debut goal? Is that his first senior goal?
Yeah, he did it in the under 23s, but
doesn't count.
Under 23s.
Yeah.
Right, and it was a beautiful assist by Bruno as well.
It was fantastic assist. But he's got a gem of a player with Fernandez. I swear, if it wasn't for Fernandez, I don't know where you guys would be. You guys would be like relegation. I reckon. I would give it to him. To be honest, I would.
Oy, my man. I need to see something. I want to see when Pogba is back, because that guy. I can't remember that last time.
You guys have 8 injuries. Pogba is actually doubtful for this game with a thigh injury. He could be back on the 14th. So he is doubtful. Marcus Rashford's also doubtful. De Gea doesn't know when he'll be back.
he had a baby, so he was in Spain. You get what I mean?
Enough. Cavani also is out. Van der Beek is out.
So recently, I don't know if you.
Martial's got a hip injury. He's out.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So who will be playing up front? Would it be Greenwood?
Big Greenwood, which is good. Get his confidence up. You get what I mean? I don't know if you've kept up with this Cavani news. So we signed Cavani on a free 1-year deal, right?
Yeah.
United want to give him another year
extension,
but his dad came out and said that he's unhappy because of the way the media treated him and whatnot because of that comment he made. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, where he copped that 3-game ban.
Yeah.
But people are saying, so there was mixed reports saying that he's going to sign with Boca Juniors, but he's going to take a hefty pay cut, or he was going to renew. But then he posted on social media that he loves Manchester United, and so it's confusing. You get what I mean? So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go for a United win.
3-2.
Yes, 3-2.
You know what? I'm going to be cocky.
Yes, in West Ham, of course.
And say West Ham is going to beat you. I'm gonna go for a 2. You know what? No, I'm going for a 1-0 West Ham win. It's gonna come from a Creswell free kick into the box, and Souček is gonna header it in. That's it. Game over.
Souček's in my team of the season. I'm telling you, bro, he's an absolute machine.
Okay. That leaves us with the final game for this week, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool at the Molineux Stadium.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Right. I'm looking at your injury list. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 are out for the season.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Gomez, Matip, Henderson, and Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Right?
We also have Firmino is also out as well with a knee injury.
And Kelleher
for this game. Kelleher, you know what? He doesn't really play. He's played a few games and he's done well when he was called upon, and that gives me hope for the future that he's going to be a good addition to the squad in the future.
But yeah, you played midweek. You won against Leipzig, and for the first time in 6 months,
at home.
For the first time in 6 months,
yeah,
Fabinho played in the midfield.
Yeah, and I've been saying it all year. Why are we playing our 2 best central midfielders in Henderson and Fabinho as centre backs?
Because he's got no one else.
When we should be, like if I've learned anything this season, it's that Klopp is one stubborn bastard.
Oh, mate.
He's so stubborn that he just wants to continue with this sort of tactic. He wants to continue shoving Fabinho as a centre back. Like, You can't. You can't. When you clearly can see that we need to win the ball back in midfield, and the players that can do that for us are either Henderson or Fabinho, and it's got to be Fabinho because he gives us like his our Kante. Could you imagine Chelsea without Kante?
Yeah, nah.
And how shit that would be?
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, he gives us energy in that midfield. He wins the ball back in crucial places where we can actually transition from defense to attack very quickly in the middle of the park. That's been our main reason, I believe, for our drop off this season is because of playing players out of position.
I will say, I've seen a meme today, and I found it really funny that Liverpool could lose all of their remaining games, and they would still finish 1 point above relegation, and Klopp would still be the best thing to happen to them in the past 35 years.
100%. 100%. Put it this way. If Ole won the Champions League, won the FIFA World Cup, whatever, Club World Cup, and won the Premier League for Manchester United.
He could after 8
years,
I don't give a fuck.
After 8 years, I'm very sure that the same thing could happen to Man United and lose all the remaining games. No. All right, and Ole will still be the best thing that's happened since Fergie.
Mate, that tiger on my sleeve would still be gold. I don't give a fuck what you're saying, mate. You know what I mean? That's what you have 4 years. You can be like, doesn't matter what form we're in. Look at the fucking.
It doesn't matter,
right? Only what 4 teams have ever won the Premier League?
Yeah,
5 teams, right?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So when your Tiger's gold on your sleeve, come talk to me. You get what I mean?
100%.
Right.
100%.
But see, like I know you're gonna say yes, but do you see yourself beating this Wolves team?
Dude, I see us beating any team. The thing is,
not in your form.
The thing is that we don't play shit. We play pretty good.
But you can't finish.
We can't finish. We don't have a plan B. Like sometimes against teams like, for example, say a team like Wolves, for example, or a team like Southampton, for example. I'd like to see us sit back a bit and hit them on the counter for a change. You know what I mean? We don't have any other alternative tactic going forward. It's always the same thing. Just go gung ho, attack, and that leaves us vulnerable at the back. And when we don't score, we get rattled. We get lost. We don't know what to do. We run out of options.
Yeah.
And Klopp is just relying on the same tactic over and over and over again, which is why he is the most stubborn cunt I've ever seen in football. Then again, I'd say probably Pep and Mourinho are more stubborn, but
but they're known they're like geniuses of the game. You get what I mean?
Like there is this obsession with trying to find the best way to play football. That's what it is.
Yeah, of course, and it'll never be found because what works now probably won't work in another 5 years. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What I think is good for you is that you have more attacking people coming back. You've had more attacking.
I'm happy that we have Jota back.
Jota's back. He assisted midweek.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I'm gonna go for a Liverpool 2-1 win. I'm putting faith in Liverpool. Even though you are in a bad run of form, you got to think about it. It's still very hard to become champions. You get what I mean? Yes, you're gonna have off season.
That's gone. You know, that's gone now. For me, this season's a bit of a write-off. I'm really looking forward to Champions League games, to be honest, because I know that the league's gone for us. But you know what? I'm still hoping for a top 5, top 4 finish, I still reckon it's doable because I reckon teams like Leicester and Everton are bound to just drop off. And I'm waiting for West Ham to drop off also. So if that happens, we only have Tottenham to beat for the top 4 position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like Brendan Rodgers has a bit of a track record of dropping off, you know, towards the end of the season. Especially, I remember when we were first in the 2014 season when he was manager of Liverpool. We were league leaders for most of that season until
Is
the
that the
end.
one you lost to City when you were like 8 points clear? When
No,
the infamous slip.
We lost to Chelsea when we were like 6 points clear. Or
The infamous
7 points
slip.
clear. After that slip happened, there was 3 games left.
We do not let this slip from now, and then you lost. You were 3-1 up to Crystal Palace.
Shut up. But like, all right, we lost to Chelsea. But then we lose to Palace and we drew to Newcastle. You know what I mean? Which is 2 games that we should have won.
You drew to Palace and you lost to Newcastle.
Oh, there you go. Either way around. But those are 2 games that we should be winning to get our hands on that title for the first time in like 25 years.
Mate, but look, would you rather have won it then or win it the way you won it last year?
No, we win it the way we won last year.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? I would have been, yes, I would have been upset, but at the same time, the way you won it last year, mate.
Yeah.
That was one of the most dominant championship performances, you know?
100%. What's happening with Raul Jimenez?
He's still coming back. You can't rush like a fractured skull. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't.
That's true because they're always giving a date for him. Like they're always saying next month.
Yeah, but you can't really put a date for it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, well, Wolverhampton's been hot and cold so far, and their last 5, they've won 2, lost 1, drawn 2. They've beaten Southampton and they've beaten Leeds, and they lost against Man City 4-1. However, Liverpool have won once, and that was against Sheffield United. Very, very poor run of form for Liverpool. But it gives me a bit of confidence that we're not playing at home. We're playing away. Which is very, very odd for me to say. But I'm going to stick with Liverpool. I think Liverpool should be too strong. They should win this game. I keep saying this every week, and I keep getting disappointed. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 Liverpool win.
Yeah, still good.
Yep, that's it. All right, people. Thank you all for watching. This concludes our predictions for Game Week 28. If any of you have your own predictions or if you have a comment to make, please put it down below and I will get to you. I will reply to you. I'll try to reply to everyone, even though I don't get many comments, so it's great.
It's okay. It's okay.
But for now, we'll see you all later and goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.